Streamix, Jom Streamix, Fat Babes, Ben and Nadia in the house, and we promised you earlier, one of the kings from the kings and queen of comedy Asia, come into the studio and he is in!
Mr. Thank you, Ben. My microphone was off. Mr. Harith Iskandar in the house!
Woo! Hello!
Huge round of applause!
Yeah!
Oh,
sorry, just
no,
two
stop,
claps.
please don't stop.
So, okay, what have you been up to? You know, we haven't seen you for a while.
Well, basically, because we're preparing for this big stand-up comedy show featuring 5 international stand-up comedians. Veer Das from India, Hung Lee from Vietnam via Australia, Douglas Lim and myself, and Kumar from Singapore, which is on the 23rd of October. So we've been doing some preview shows for this show. I went down to Singapore, did a show, done a show in KL.
Like a little
Little preview, yeah, a little for the press, for the couple of fans, stuff like that.
So the Kumar is the queen here.
Kumar is the queen.
Yeah, how queenish is this queen? Because I've seen some of his stand-ups and I don't know whether
He
this is him.
is the royal queen of comedy.
Oh, really?
Yes, I
Okay.
will not use any
Yeah?
real life titles.
Okay.
But definitely the queen of comedy.
Alright, so what exactly can we expect from this? Because the only stand-up comedy that I think most of us Malaysians have seen would be Russell Peters from YouTube.
Yeah.
So what can we expect from in real life like this?
Well, you can expect some really fantastic stand-up comedy. For example, Hung Lee is one of the biggest names in Australian stand-up comedy.
Okay.
And you know, I just got back from Melbourne and I did 2 nights in a comedy club there. They've got 2 or 3 huge comedy clubs, and every night, 7 nights a week, they have 5 or 6 or 7 stand-up comedians every night, all different, and each comedian gets between 5 to 15 minutes, and it's a huge scene there. So, and if you're a top comedian in Australia, then that means you know your stuff.
Right.
You've done it, you've worked it. If you go on YouTube and you type in VIRDAS, you can check out some of Virda's stuff. He gets compared a lot to Russell Peters, but I think he's got his own style as well. Then you've got Douglas Lim, who I'm sure Ben feels that people look like him.
Yeah, what is this about him looking like me? Do I really look like him?
Well, he's a good-looking guy.
Oh, that's okay. That's a compliment.
You
All
should
right,
not just
I'll
say
take that in. I don't mind.
There's myself, and then there's Kumar. So it's just going to be quality stand-up comedy on
Fantastic.
the show.
Is this the first time such a thing has happened here in Malaysia?
It'll be the biggest one because over the last about 8 months, the Comedy Club Kuala Lumpur has brought down comedians from Australia, New Zealand, England once in a while. Once a month, we do it at a club in Kuala Lumpur. After they come from Singapore, they do 3 nights in Singapore, they do 3 nights in KL. This has been happening for about 8 or 9 months, maybe a year.
We never knew about this, huh?
Yeah, this comedy Kings and Queen will be season 2. It's kicking off season 2, so it's going to be the hugest. It's at KL Convention Center, Plenary Hall. Seats about 2,000 people. It's going to be huge.
Fantastic.
2,000 people. Oh, alright, that's gonna be
Yeah.
cool.
23rd October, that's when it's happening, and if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, you can get it here on Fly FM. We're giving it away for free. Also through www.ticketpro.com.my. Now, we've got more disastrous questions for Mr. Harith Iskandar. We're going to torture him as well through our Fly FM Pagi Show's hot seat, so get ready for that, bro. That's all happening after this. Michelle Branch, everywhere, Fly FM. Miranda Cosgrove kissing you 8:20. Good morning. Fly FM's Pagi Show brought to you by Streamix. Jom Streamix. You got Fat Fabes, Ben, Nadia, and of course, one of the kings from the kings and queen of comedy Asia, Mr. Harith Iskandar.
That was only one clap. Thank you.
Yeah,
2,
thank
3.
you. All right. What happens when you stand up on stage and you say something, you expect people to laugh and nobody reacts?
That is called dying on stage,
Oh
and
my
every
gosh.
comedian has to go through that. And what makes a stand-up comedian good is being able to die multiple times and come back to life. Because I'm not talking once or twice, I'm talking at least 20 times, and still decide to say, I'm going to try that one more time. So
Right.
what you do when you die is you find out, okay, what didn't work? Was it the timing? Was it a joke? How can I change it? The audience didn't get it. What did they get? That's what you do as a stand-up comedian. And honestly, it can take you 4 to 5 years to find your voice.
Right.
Really?
To get your own original style and people go, oh yeah, that's Douglas Lim style, or that's Harith
That's a
Iskandar
really
style.
long time.
That is. It's not something you can practice at home and sing. Which is why when you have a singing competition, 500 people line up to take part. Or
Correct.
if you have a comedy competition, maybe 20, because and even out of the 20, maybe only one can do it, because it's probably the toughest thing in the world, next to delivering babies.
Oh, speaking about delivering babies, is the Mrs. pregnant?
No, not yet.
Oh,
Not yet.
Ooh.
Working on it. Working
So
on it.
sable, Fibs. Look at the
No,
face.
nah, I thought, you know.
Okay,
But,
okay.
Okay, so you say that, you know, when you're standing up on stage and you're telling jokes, you're not telling jokes. You're basically relating situations.
Well, stand-up comedy is not actually about jokes. It's not your three men walked into the bar. It's stories. It's like from my example, I'm waiting for a taxi at a taxi stand, and a Malaysian sees me. What do they say? Hey, tunggu taxi ke?
Tak.
No, kapal terbang.
That happens on
Yeah.
an everyday basis.
You're in the canteen, eating kway teow, going into mouth. Someone say, "Hey, makan ke?" No, I don't know what I'm doing here. So it's stories. It's life
Right.
stories. It's not jokes per se.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So Fabes had, a little stint doing his
Oh, yeah.
own
I
comedy
heard
thing on
he
stage.
rocked it.
Yeah?
Did
Did he?
Well, I
Oh,
think.
yo, saw
That was loud.
Both of us didn't go. That's what
Come
happened.
on,
What
thanks for
happened?
the support, the two of you.
Because,
But it was the most nerve-wracking thing ever. It was not even a group of 50. What they were like about 9, 10 fellas,
Oh.
all trying a hand at it, and they all brought their little group of friends. And there I was all alone. I'm thinking, okay, I'm dead. So I went in there and I started with my first joke, which was a guy had planted, and I said, "Macam, the moment I pause, you laugh."
That poor Macha.
I used him as part of the joke.
And then?
And so I paused and he laughed. I went, "Shh, not yet," and everybody started laughing. So, but
But good for you. Good for getting up.
Thank you.
Do that another 20 times, and then
fail at the same time another 20
and
times
then,
before.
Then come and talk to me.
But have you ever used props and things like that on stage ever?
I don't actually use props because my stand-up comedy, what I do is I leave it in the audience and for their imagination. So, like, when you say it and the audience imagines it, what they can imagine is probably bigger than what you can actually say. So if I'm talking about a terung, I don't actually bring a terung on stage. Not that I talk about terungs. Let's move on from that topic.
Strange examples.
We got
I don't even know why I said that.
we got more. Maybe it's me. Yeah, I look like okay.
You
More
look like a
from more from Harith Iskandar. Of course, he is one of the kings and queen of Comedy Asia, and of course, it's happening on the 23rd of October, Plenary Hall, KLCC. More details on how to pick up those tickets soon. We're gonna bring on the heat after this.
Oh yes, the hot seat. Every guest that comes in here has to go through the hot seat.
That plus we're gonna make him make us laugh. How about that?
That's funny.
Fly fam.